Well, you know what they say, a little wind will make a sailor grin. And it's all smiles up here on Prairie Lake as these pint-sized gales fill the sails. And I also heard that the bass are basically bouncing in the boat up at Hyatt Lake. So let's port the dinghy and put away the puns as we start this week's episode of Fish On.
Nestled in the dense forests of the Soda Mountains, Prairie Lake is home to one of the best lake-based sailing areas in Oregon. Long stretches of water and steady streams of air make for perfect full sail conditions for both novice and experienced sailors. And if sailing isn't your thing, Howard Prairie Resort has all the amenities you'll need for your weekend excursion. And with that said, let's head up the hills to the banks of Hyatt Lake for a little bass fishing.
All right, well, I'm here with the lure lord of the lake, Tyler Asher. And Tyler, he's gonna show us how to catch a nice little bass out here on Hyatt Lake.
Okay, well, John, first thing is there are no little bass in Hyatt Lake. Second thing, color is extremely important in this lake. We are using a yellow Mr. Twister today with a spinner attached to it because that's what the fish are biting. Okay, John, in this lake, you kind of want to cast towards sunken trees, root balls in the water, and the weeds, because that's where the bass like to live in here. And now we wait for the fish to come in.
All right.
Well, it took us a while to sift through those weeds, but it wasn't long before those slippery little swimmers couldn't fight the attraction to Tyler's lure anymore. And as you guessed it, we soon had a fish on.
All right, well, now that we've bagged us a big bass, let's get off the boat and hit the trail.
Named Best Town for Trail Running and Mountain Biking by Outside Magazine, Ashland's hillsides give trail users an array of diverse terrain. And now's the time to start training for the 2010 Siskiyou Challenge. This 5-leg race includes kayaking, trail running, and mountain biking. But make sure you don't get into something you can't handle. Those trails are steep. That's why we use helmets, kids.
Well, if you're looking to cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time, mountain biking's the way to do it. But before I bust my noggin open, I think we're gonna call it quits for the day. So till next week, I'm John Bartell. Fish on!
Fish on! Fish on! Do it by the book, don't take too long. Set the hook, reel it in strong.